You're live. What grinds my gears? Hobby edition. Back at it this week with the original content of you know what really grinds my gears? People at Walmart who just post pictures and like, who wants what, motherfuckers? No, I'm just kidding around. We'll wait a minute, see how many people jump on before we get started. You know, would love a show like this. This guy. I mean, who has this in their PC, right? Tyler, what's cracking, man? See my Costanza here? See my stash going on? Little Movember action. See if I can get that Movember link up in the chat real quick. Then we'll get going on tonight's topics because I got some good stuff here. I had a lot of people actually chime in this week with things that they don't like. So let me post this real quick. So with the Movember, you know, K-Dub started off the squad. We got a couple people in there, and we're collecting money for the Movember Foundation. Obviously, the most important thing is self-awareness, men's health, but also it's always good to have a donation because that's what we're doing while we're growing the stash. I actually posted a picture today of me and my dad together. Cole, what's up, buddy? My guy right there. But my pops hadn't had a mustache since 1981, like the year before I was born. I'm an 82 kid. My mom sent me the picture over, and then I put a side to side of us up today of my dad's gray stash and my porn stash going on here. I got little Super Trooper things going on. It's like, don't call me radio. I want a large Farva. I don't think we have a large Farva. I'll take a liter of cola. What's a liter of cola? Does that look like spit to you? Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, start the night off with people who, now I'm grateful for some of these. Digging the porn stash. Well, 13 more days or so we can shave it off. The wife does not like it. She digs the beard, but does not dig the stash. But, you know, I kind of look like a super trooper. So the people who are nice people, I'm sure. I'm in a couple chat groups, and most of you guys are probably in some of those. And they're at a retail store and posting there like, "Hey, you know, Walmart stocked, yo. Who wants it for cost plus shipping?" Like, yeah, because no one else retail anywhere. But then you see the people who post that their Walmarts are stocked, and I'm almost wondering if these are pictures from like last March, because I remember I got pictures from like March and February of just Prism just hanging out on shelves, you know, fully stocked. Like, should have just bought the entire store up, kind of stuff. And you just never even see that now. As soon as it's on the shelf, it's gone in 5 minutes. Like, you trying to flex? You trying to do what? Because we know you didn't buy it all, because you have 15 comments of people wanting to buy stuff and you have no answers for them, any of them. Or the people who are like, oh yeah, who needs what, who wants what, DM me. And then it's like, okay, well, is your price different for Kelly than it is for me? Is your price different for Cole than it is for me? Like, come on, you know, what we talking about here? We talk about practice. We're not a game that I love, that I put my blood, sweat, and tears. I get it. I'm supposed to be the franchise, and we talking about practice. I mean, come on, man. We talking about practice? But anyway, so these people, you trying to flex? You trying to be like, hey, I just spent 4 hours waiting in line at Walmart. You want stuff? Like, aren't those the same people who are going to be, you know, selling it for a huge profit? The guys who run and jump in line and take all your shit, even though you just waited 4 hours for stuff, Mr. Socks and Sandals. But like, that's kind of a weird flex to do. Like, I saw somebody, you know, the other day saying, oh, I got all this retail stock. I'm like, okay, send a picture. Oh, that's not my thing. That's not how I roll. But it's your way to roll, to tell me you got a bunch of it, but not to take a picture of it. Okay. And kind of along the same lines is, you know, I'm guilty of doing it, and I know some people are too, is like the Twitter auctions. Yeah, we do it for charity and stuff like that. That's awesome. We get more eyes on stuff. Like Garrett just did it the other day. A couple of Zions went for $50. Half of it went to Cancer Cards. Half of it went to an aspiring artist actually here in my hometown to try to chase his dreams. And I thought that was awesome. Like, stuff like that is super cool. But if you've got a whole bunch of cards, like, all right, start this at $50 and runs for 5 days, like, Is that exactly not what eBay is? Except eBay, you have, 10 million viewers, and on Twitter, you got 10,000 viewers. So, like, what's going on there? It's on the same kind of the same. Hey, Justin, what's up, man? Garrett Kelly, just thanks for joining the show. It's along the same lines of people who post all like the eBay shit that you see all the time. Now I get that some people are eBay affiliates, and you buy their stuff from their link and they get 3% of it. I understand that. Like, that's awesome. I kind of want to do it too, because why would you not take 3%? Like, oh, hey, wonder how much this card's gonna go for us. This shitty card, can't believe it's $200 or whatever. But then you see the people who tweet all the time bad deals and stuff. Like, what's your angle there? Well, how do you want me to respond? Like, if you're sitting there, oh, I can't believe this guy bought a Joe Burrow for $40. This is a base mosaic. That's a $20 card. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, what angle are you getting at? What response do you want from me? Because I see you post these like 6 times a day, these bad eBay deals or bad things that you see other people do. And what business is it of your own? Like I've said on this show, on my own Twitter, on other stuff, like your card, your price. I want to sell this Cooper Cup right here for $20. You know what? If you want to give me $20, it's yours. If not, I'm going to keep it. That's my prerogative to do. Or Mookie Betts here. You know what? I just got this Mookie, my first rookie card. You want to buy it for me for $100? Great. Give me $100. If not, I'm keeping it. You know what? It's my card and it's capitalism. It's what I want to do. But so if someone wants to sell a Herbert card or a Burrow, whatever, for $40, they're like, hey, I got this card. Someone's like, hey, I got $40. I would like to exchange my goods and services, which would be my card, for your US dollars. Like, oh, let's make this transaction. And now you have the money. Now you have the card. Like, why do we care? What's your angle here? If you're posting these terrible deals, like, what do you care what I do? Like, are you trying to save Garrett from making a bad deal? Hey, Garrett, man, that card you just bought for $40, you got hosed, bro. I can't believe it. What's going on, man? That's a $20 card all day. Why'd you give him $40? You know what? Because I fucking felt like it, okay? Like, maybe the dude's going through a hard time and he lost his job. And I know I overpaid. I overpay for cards all the time. I just bought a lot last week for like $40. It's probably $20 max. But I know the guy lost his job recently. We got the holidays coming up. And it's like, okay, you know what? You want this much money? I have this much money. I'm willing to give you this much money for these cards because I don't have these cards and you do. And I want these cards, so I'm taking them. But what's the point in like shaming people over it? Or like, what's your angle in posting the stuff for other people to see? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. And we pretend like things are going to change in the hobby. We say, oh, we need to stop doing this. And I'm guilty just as everybody else. We pretend things are going to change. Man, nothing changes. Nothing changes. How long have you been in this hobby? What has changed? Somebody in a comment, tell me what's changed. Nothing. My 2 cats are fighting in the other room. That might change. No, you know what? That's not going to change. I got a kitten and a cat. That ain't changing either. Because, yeah, we say we want to do this. We want to do that. I come on here all the time and say, I want to write personal notes to somebody. Just be real, man. That's not going to happen. Like, I wanted to, but it's not. The auctions are not going to change. The flexing's not going to change. The people being dicks to each other, it's not going to change. The people who have to correct each other all the time, it's not going to change. Nothing is going to change. Why do we think it's going to? We're like, oh, we need to make Twitter a better place, man. I'm just a nice person, I can help people. Like, no, there are always people who are going to take advantage of you and me. I've been taken advantage of, and I talk about it openly. How I've got, taken advantage of in Discord groups, or, paid way too much money, or, got pressured into selling this card, or fucking a Zion that came back, a PSA 10. I traded for like a Joey Bosa or some bullshit because I didn't know what was going on. I don't even know. Just something stupid happened. But, shit doesn't change. There's good people in the world and there's bad people in the world. Just be one of those good people, man. It's not hard. But why do we keep pretending like things are going to change? Like, someone come and tell me Superflex Dick is not going away. Like, it's not. Slim with the tilted brim. That's my motherfucking name, Snoop Dogg. Like, no. Like, what? Someone tell me something that's changed, because it's not. You're still going to have the prices way inflated. You're going to have the breakers making a ton of money. You're going to have people getting pissed off at the breakers who are making a ton of money. You're going to have people who get pissed off at breakers for not getting them good cards. Like, that's something I want to touch on later, though. But this dude was seriously pissed at a breaker because he didn't pull good cards. Like, you guys realize it's just luck. Like, if you had that exact same box, you're pulling those exact same cards. It's not magically going to change because I open it and not you. I know, like, I really think this in my head sometimes, that cards are going to change. Like, all right, I know I got like this Topps update. I got a hobby box and my wife wanted to open it with me. Secretly, I wanted to open it by myself because I wanted to, but she wanted to open it with me. I'm never going to tell her that. She's not going to watch this, so she won't know. But none of you guys tell her either because I know you guys know her Twitter handle. But okay, so I'm thinking in my head, the nice thing to do is to open it with your wife. You open it with your wife, you're gonna get better cards because it's karma. You know, you're gonna get better cards. And I had a really good box. The reality is, if I would open that by myself, it would have been the exact same box. Michael, what's up, buddy? Really liked your video on the Joe Montanas. That was cool, bro. I like your intro music. Like, I got some, but it's only in like videos I upload, never on live. So if you had that on live, we might need to talk about that because that was super dope. But like, yeah, just what has changed? I mean, nothing. And so if I have a box that I bought for $300, but I could have bought it for $380 and I got a deal, am I going to get worse cards? Like, if I rip somebody off on Twitter and then I go, then am I going to get a damaged card because I ripped them off? Like, no. I mean, perception is reality. And if you think about that, I know one of my old baseball coaches used to tell me, you see your girlfriend across the hall in the lunchroom and she's talking to some other dude and you're like, motherfucker, this dude's hitting on my chick. Like, she's all smiling and flirting with him. Like, what the hell's going on? She cheating on me, isn't she? In reality, they're just talking about the math test or what they're, what's going on in language arts or social studies or something. But in your head, your reality is your perception of what's going on. I see this dude hitting on my chick. And no, but that's not reality. Reality is what it is, but we get inside our own heads, and I'm as guilty as anybody else. I literally have a book, a journal says, excuse me while I overthink this, write all your thoughts down. Like that's just me. But what do we keep pretending like the hobby's going to change? You know what's constant? I'm going to rain on Tuesdays. Garrett's going to tweet something nice him and Parker did. Justin's going to tell me how much the post office sucks. I'm just kidding. Kelly's going to ask me how my day is and tell me how awesome Claire is. Eloy's going to come on Thursdays. Jimmy Gunn's going to come on Saturdays. Tyler's going to come on Saturday and tell me how awesome Ian Book is. Yeah, there's always going to be people doing crappy stuff. Have to find the good people. Applies to the hobby job anywhere else in life. I was just talking to Terry Paul about this. He's going through a rough time. Like, man, it's the people you surround yourself with that make it in the hobby. I mean, he went on an unfollowing spree, like unfollowed everybody. He's like, I'm sick of people. And I kind of want to do the same thing because it's the people you surround yourself that makes your experience. And I'm lucky to have surrounded myself with some amazing people like all of you. So I have a very positive hobby experience. But if you surround yourself with dickheads and assholes, you're probably going to end up being a dickhead and an asshole. But it's just crazy. I really got into it on that. The mute and block button have been great. You dropped 600 followers, and I'm glad. See, I'm on the fence here, Garrett. I was talking to Nick today about it because I'm really promoting the YouTube because I'll get that later, but I want to monetize it. I'm really trying to promote Gold Line cards and be out there. And I'm running the Monday stack sales. I'm doing the videos. I do the Claire video. Let's be honest. The Sunday show is not a Gold Line show. It is a Claire show, and I just happen to sit there because everybody loves Claire. Claire loves doing it, and that's like the best part of my week is coffee and cards with Claire and apple juice and cards with Claire, and Chris sits along and plays with Barbies. Like, that is absolutely the best part of my entire week. But yeah, I struggle with it. Like, Nick, he doesn't want any more followers. He's got like 240 followers and he follows like 300 people. It's like, I don't want any more. I don't need the drama. I don't need to follow people. I surround myself with good people and that's it. I've got like 3,300 followers, something like that. And I probably follow about the same. And I try to interact and engage. And I've said all the time, like my Twitter experience is interacting and engaging with people. But is that for me? Is that what I want? Like, I think absolutely, because I have a goal and an agenda. But the mute and the block button, like I've got people on block that I don't even know why. I was talking to the Shizzler last week, and Nikki NCS 311, I was in a comment and he said, "Oh, I blocked him," and I don't even remember why I blocked the dude. Like, I like that guy. He's sold me lots of stuff. I bought things from him. He's bought things from me. We chat often before, and I have no idea why I blocked him. Like, something along the lines pissed me off one day. So I unblocked him, and he still had me blocked, but it's whatever. Give me a dozen golf balls. I'll spray that shit all over and leave them free advertising, beer, golf. Anytime drama is involved, I'm far away as can be. Best part of Justin Sunday is watching Claire. Michael, it's not as the getting away from the drama, because in the last couple of weeks I've kind of been involved with it, with the coin, what are the chip, whatever, with Midwest Box Breaks. I absolutely do not agree that someone can tell me if I'm trustworthy or not over a coin. And I know that was not Ben's intentions at all. If it may have came off that way, and that's exactly how it came off to me. But Ben and I have talked about it, and we're super cool and DM each other now and stuff. And I've literally never talked to him before that, but that's how it came off. And I completely disagree with that. But yeah, I got involved in that because I stood up for like, whoa, you're going to give me a coin and tell me that I'm trustworthy because I got this fucking coin with a number on it? Like, no, fuck off. Or, you know what? I can give you a koozie. You got my gold line koozie because now it says good people doing good things. You are now a good person. Like, no, that's not how this works. Or Garrett Adair, he's got one that says the people's choice. Like, it's just a way to coin your card and let people know you have it. There's no gatekeeper. There's no hobby police. No one get to tell you who you should trust or who you shouldn't. If you don't trust somebody, don't buy it. You know what? You should always be buying goods and services anyways, all the time. Like, you should also get a PayPal business account because they automatically take the fees out. And at the end of the year, when you have to do taxes, I know most of you aren't going to qualify or even count this as money because it's a hobby, but it already does it for you. You get your 1099 and it's all done. And then you get your money back for the fees. Going to Dallas this weekend. Giggity, giggity. All right. I don't believe it's been to Texas. We got to get back to the Where's Gold line and gold lines in Texas. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, man, just because I give you a coin or something, like, is there a hobby police? Because I almost felt like I was being part of it too with the whole card fiend guy who said he was running up and jumping in front of people in line and stealing their cards. It's absolutely got to call that dude out for being a jerk. And I did. I had it back and forth with him. And a lot of people were like, yo, that's Joel LeBlanc, man. And I really, honestly, and then I talked to Joel for like a week and then he blocked me too. I don't think that was him. And now there's like a Find Joel LeBlanc Twitter account. Like, the fuck, who is this guy? Like, just block everything to do with that and move on. You'll be a much happier person. But, when I say I'm in it for the involvement and the engagement and the relationships, that's the good and the bad, Michael. Like, I'm directly talking to your comment because you're as far away as can be. That's great, but I got to be in the middle of it. I'm not Donna from Parks and Rec. I'm not Tom. And I reference that show a lot because I've literally just been watching on repeat when I get home from work. So I have a stressful ass job. Like, literally, I talked a girl off a bridge like 3 nights ago. Like, any of you could say that? That's a bragging moment. I should not have said that. I was just doing my job, but I'm caught up in the moment right now. You can tell I'm all kinds of fired up because we're talking about practice. I mean, not a game. Now, I mean, you got to admit, my t-shirt game is strong, though. If you ever watch my shows, Homage, I got to start tweeting at you, get more shirts. I need a gold line shirt made, Homage, because all my t-shirts are straight fire and they come straight from you. But, all right, we'll move on because I'm 19 minutes in and I'm on page 1 over here. So, the PWE, plain white envelope, I'm not a fan. I've gotten so many where postage is due because you're an idiot. Like, it's a 70-cent stamp. I used to think it was 85, but the lady at the post office told me you need a 2-ounce stamp for the non-machinables and literally sold me some. So I was like, oh, dope. Okay, sweet. So I just saved me 15 cents a time. But you get like one stamp on like 4 cards, and then I got postage due $3.80. It says, not a document. Like, okay, you're sending my daughter free cards. What am I going to say? Hey, thanks for sending me 3 free Winker cards to my kid, but you owe me $3 in postage. Like, no, you can't say that to somebody. They just did something nice for you. But then again, I don't want to pay $3 for postage because you're an idiot. But so who takes the risk? Here's the question for the chat. the buyer or the seller, who takes responsibility? Um, I think it works both ways. It's a conversation. You literally say, okay, in the Monday stack sales, blah 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 is bubble mailer with tracking. Otherwise, it's hey man, plain white envelope. You buy or you take the risk. And I feel like I've got a well enough reputation as a good human being because I got a koozie that says I'm a good person, so I can do that. But I think like there's a lot of people who don't. Every single one of you in the chat, I think that if you just said, "Hey, can I get a couple of vouchers?" Every one of you would have them, no doubt about it. You get one from me personally, not like I'm cool or I matter, but you would get one. But who takes the responsibility if something's lost, the buyer or the seller? I mean, now damaged and like, okay, one came back to me. I pride myself on my shipping, but dude said he got a card that I sent him. Dizzy Dub, I went with your comments first, man, with the pictures of Walmart and Twitter auctions and the bad deals from eBay. Should have waited till the end. Production mistakes. My fault. My fault. Yeah, I got the stash going on. But yeah, you have to check it out when it uploads. So I hit on all your comments right or your questions that you mentioned right away. We're talking about right now the plain white envelope. Who takes responsibility? Garrett says totally effed an order up. Ship Tyler a T Higgins card supposed to go to someone else. Had to buy on eBay. Ship that out. Felt like an idiot. You know, shit happens, man. It does. You see the guy attack employee 84? That dude sends out cards every single day for celiac awareness. Free stuff every single day. One's going to fall through the cracks. Like that's just human nature. If you send out 100 cards and like 4 fall, you have a 96%, success rate. That's pretty incredible. And to call someone out like that who does so many good things for the community without just asking, I'm sure he'd give you another one. What's up, fellas? Appreciate you dropping by. But yeah, like the plain envelope, if you're going to buy from me, I will absolutely tell you that it's buyer beware. If it doesn't show up, that's your bad. If it comes damaged, like not my fault. If I didn't package it correctly, completely my fault. I just want to know what you guys think on that. Yeah, and it's to go along with that is when is we talked about it earlier with going into the drama and the cards and stuff, and just when is enough, and just to say, F it, I'm done. I try to do so much good in the damn hobby, do racks all the time, send people cards. Jamie's grandpa died. We sent him out some awesome cards. We try to do Claire cards with people. We're doing the stash to raise money. We're doing a Secret Santa. We're doing the cans for cards for cans. We're doing toys for tots. But what's cracking yakking? Like Terry Paul was saying, man, when is enough just enough? Like when is it just too much? When you got too much going on, you prefer the bubble mailer, plain white envelope is at their risk. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ship correctly and plain white envelopes absolutely on your risk. I get it. You don't want to pay $4 for a $1 card. I don't either. And if I buy from you, I absolutely take the risk. I also don't believe I've ever had anything lost in the mail coming to me or going. But your internet stinks tonight. Hey, appreciate you at least stopping by, Kyle. Have a good night, man. But when is enough of just the bullshit with the hobby? And when does it get you down to the point where you're just like, I got to take a break? I mean, I'm never going to be the guy who sits there and has 7 different paragraphs and, oh, I'm just so fed up with people. I can't believe the hobby. Everybody sucks. I got to take a 2-month break. And the next day you're right back on there. Like why? Like you're going to announce to the world you're leaving Twitter because everyone's a dick and then you're on the next day? Like absolutely not. Like you're just going to see me less and less because I do, I run the stack sale. I do like 3 shows a week. I do racks for people. Like that's just got to stop. Like I need personal time. I need my own life back. And it's just overwhelming as hell. And I'm just absolutely overwhelmed by the hobby. Let's see. Michael says, if I want it, I'll pay for the shipping reasonably. Yeah. If you want the card, like you would pay if you actually like had to have it, even if it's a $2 card. This Paul Plazduski right here, this green one. Maybe you can't find this because it's a 2015 Panini, but you want this card so bad because you got a rainbow is the only one you're looking for. Are you going to chance it on a plain white envelope? or you're gonna pay a bubble mailer with tracking. Like for me, I'm gonna pay a bubble mailer with tracking. But if it's this guy right here, if it's this Mark McGwire card, and I want to make it a Claire card and send it to Blake Jameson because he loves Mark McGwire, yeah, I'm gonna plain white envelope that to me because I can get another one because it's like a quarter card. That's a nickel. But you got to have the tracking on stuff too. But when you try to do so many good things and you just get shit on all the time, when is enough enough? And is anybody else just like feeling overwhelmed with life because we've got the economy's in a shithole, COVID is shutting everything down again. Absolutely terrified that someone's going to catch it. If one of like our babysitter was exposed, so no babysitter tomorrow. She can't come around my kids. You guys know Cooper's going through immunotherapy, so I can't have anything around him. My parents are super susceptible. My dad had a heart attack in April. My mom's got heart issues. If they got it, like I'm terrified they're gonna die. So like the stress of the freaking world compounded into everything. You don't need people being assholes because you're trying to be nice to them on freaking the internet. Like it's the internet. Like you guys know how much I like you, but I've never met any of you. But seriously, there's like 10 of you out there that I'd be really upset if I didn't talk to you anymore compared to like my own friends in my own life. But at sometimes, like when is just enough? And you're like, you know what? I'm done. But I'm like right now, like I don't think I'm gonna buy or sell the rest of the year. I mean, prices are down like 30%. There's no the only sport on right now is football. So if you're selling anything, it's football, and nobody is buying. We had 26,000 people, 26,000 impressions in our sales thread on Monday. Over 250 posts, and I believe 6 deals or transactions or sales, whatever you want to call them. So that's like a 0.01 success rate. That the consistency you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. But you're down. The whole market's down 30% from what it was. Like baseball cards. Who's buying baseball cards right now? Actually, you know what? It's the perfect time to go buy baseball cards right now. The Lewis Robert Series 2 short print card, it was $25 right when it came out. You can get them for $8-9 right now from people on Twitter. Like, go buy them. Gabe is out there, Cactus Cards. He's out there buying every PSA 9 he can get his hands on. To me personally, like a raw is like a PSA 8. PSA 9's better, and obviously PSA 10's the best. I like PSA over BGS, just my personal preference. But different strokes, different folks. But it is the perfect time to buy, but not sell. And it's like it's the perfect time to sell, but not buy. Like it makes no sense because right now cards are down and people may be losing their jobs. They may be needing money. They may be needing this or that. So I feel like that's why they're not buying. But also, like cards are down. So it's almost like the stock market. You buy low, sell high. They're down right now. Look at the prices of basically anything except Kyler Murray and Mahomes and football guys who are amazing. Like Mookie Betts right here. Price is probably 30% less than it was a month ago. I know I got a Juan Soto and Bellinger PSA 10 sitting right behind my computer, and they're down over 25% each from what I paid for them, back during the season. Like those prices are going to come back up. You've sold 0 cards on any of the threads. And that's just crazy because, I used to sell cards every single week, like $500-600 a week. Last week, I think it was like $30, and this week, none. I mean, I put a Jordan Alvarez lot up where one card sold for over $120 back in April. And it was auto out of 99, the refractor jersey piece out of the complete set orange, and a couple other cards like $70. No takers on it. I mean, that's easily $100 right there, and gonna be probably 150 come baseball season. Like, all right, no one wants this or 70. I'm just gonna keep it. You sold 3 cards to get the Montana auto in my last video. Like, that's great, man. I'm all about trying to help people and just having a sales thread and a community to give it. LaCG thread this week where people usually give away only had 25 posts. Free stuff, only 25 posts. Like, is it that we're afraid due to COVID? Are we just not engaging with people? Do we have other things going on that are more important? Is it just the hobby's down? You can't find anything, so you're pissed off about it because update sucks? Actually, I really like update. I'm like the only person in the world who does, but that might also because I got a Trout short print and a Lewis Robert turkey and a Jordan Alvarez rookie debut. 3 straight cards, but it just doesn't seem like people are interested at the moment. And I really think it's because basketball's over, baseball's over, hockey's over. We got the draft tomorrow and NBA draft tomorrow. And right now all you have is football, and there's no college football to, cards or anything because Ed O'Bannon, thanks a lot. No more NCAA football, you little dick. Hey, well, that's cool because, hey, pay the man. Got nothing but respect for the O'Bannons. Pay the man. You're going to use his likeness? Pay him for it. You're going to use my likeness? You're going to use my mustache? You're going to pay me for my mustache. I mean, what we talk about? We talking about practice? I mean, not a game. Not a game. Not a game. Can't find any update local, man. I've heard that so many times. No one can find Topps update. Honestly, I haven't been out looking. We don't really go anywhere because of Coop, but I got some on the websites. Like I've told you guys plenty of times. You're coming to Ohio to get a koozie autographed. You have to put that in the Pro Football Hall of Fame and take it with you when we go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I always got to shout out to my buddies, Breaks and Bros, NetL City Cards. Anybody got a sticker? I'd love to have it. Loads of update near Yak and Bass. Let them know if you need it. Hey, you know what? If you can go out and buy some blasters, let me get with you after this or tomorrow because I gotta be up in like 6 hours, 7 hours to watch the kids. The Toys for Tots things we're running is going to be really awesome coming up after Christmas. It's going to be selling blasters and stuff like that for adults and then giving the proceeds straight to Toys for Tots. So we are looking for cost plus shipping or donations of sealed product. And hopefully we can get some, definitely seeing the cool off. Prism being delayed. Yeah, I mean, okay. All right. Sorry, my Tourette's is really bad tonight. Prism. If you are a big breaker or an LCS and you have a distributor, you are getting these boxes for under $200. And then you're selling them for what's it going right now? $1,250. So you're making over $1,000 per box. And then you want to complain to us about not shipping all your damn cards. What is 1,200-ish? Perfect. That's the math. We'll go 200 and 1,200. So you're making $1,000 per box. A case of 15, you're making $15,000 on a freaking case of Prism. Imagine the breakers that got 5 or 6 cases, 10 cases, $150,000. And we talked about it before. You don't even ship all your cards. Like you can't pay somebody $20 an hour to freaking sort your cards. Well, I don't want to send somebody 10 Drew Lock base cards. You know what? I want 10 Drew Lock base cards because I collect Drew Lock. If I got the Reds, I got a little girl sleeping upstairs who loves Jesse Winker. If she had 60 Jesse Winker cards in the mail, she'd probably have a tea party and a parade with them and go show all the neighbors, give a Jesse Winker to all the neighbors, and it would be like the coolest thing that ever happened in the entire world. Ship your damn cards. It's not hard. I don't break with guys that don't ship out everything anymore either. I know some places will say, like Eloy asks, he says, do you want your cards or not? Because he has his kids cards club, which is awesome. I love that. I send him cards and we give them to his kids club. But if you want them, he sends them. But other places I've seen them say, I don't want to sort them. We just give, a fair amount of stack of assorted base to everybody. And I'm on the fence if I'm okay with that or not, because I want some Broncos cards. I don't want random Sam Darnold and random the wrong Josh Allen or Tyrann Mathieu or Gabe Davis or someone. Like I want my Broncos. That's what I want. That's what I paid for. Give me what I paid for. Especially if you're making $1,000 a box. I mean, Eloy, I was trying to get him on the show to talk about it tonight because he'll bring it to your attention. He is not afraid to shout it out. He's going to sell his boxes and make his profit, but you will not see somebody who sells supplies or cards for cheaper because he can. He has a distributor. He pays X amount of dollars. He will tell you exactly what it is. He is transparent. He is upfront. He is an honest, good man, a good human being. And I get it. You got to get paid. You got to make that money. But you're just really pricing people out of the hobby. Like, who's going to be spending $1,200 on a hobby box? Or, okay, so a blaster, they're going for 20 bucks or whatever at the store. Already the Fanatics ones are already like 50 bucks on the Fanatics website. Yeah, people do. It's crazy. Like the rip and ship people too. Like, I would love to sit here and have personals where people rip them and ship them. I'd be able to get my numbers up, get more subscribers, start monetizing YouTube. That'd be freaking amazing to do. But okay, so if we all just didn't buy secondary blasters from people, this would stop. I mean, honestly, like I talked about earlier, what's going to change? Nothing's going to change. We're still going to pay 140 bucks for blasters because it's going on eBay right now and they're still selling. And people are probably going to hold on to them and sell them in like 3 years because this is an amazing draft class with what they got going on. But look at the prices of the previous years, and they're doing the same thing. They're doubling, tripling in money. And so it might be like basketball contenders. When those came out, people were just doubling them, tripling them, just waiting. I bet they unload them in the next couple of days too, if there's any left out there. Not contenders, Chronicles. Contenders just came out. Chronicles was a while ago. But if you stop buying the marked up shit, they'll stop marking up the shit. So if you start, it's like the cook groups. That's what they do. They buy a whole bunch of Rafael Devers, right? I got a card sitting here, and then they boost the price up. The last 15 Devers rookie cards are now $140. So that's the going rate. So they buy up a whole bunch of Devers cards for real cheap, then buy from each other at $140. And then, oh, okay, now I want this. It's the new thing because Gary Vee told me so, and that's awesome. So now I got to go buy this. Oh, they're all 140 bucks. So they offload them all for 140 when they bought them for like 30 bucks. And then, okay, now my cards were 30 bucks again. They just made their $100 profit, and I'm out 90 bucks, and I got this card I don't even want because I thought I was going to make money off of it. So collect what you want, because prices will fluctuate. There are cook groups. There are bad people ready to take advantage of you. Gabe, already talking about your PSA 9s. I got like 10 of them to sell to you. I'm just kidding. I'm keeping them all, but buy some more. I love it. I love seeing your timeline. Like, you are the new coolest Twitter person. If you don't follow Cactus Cards, you're doing it wrong. He's absolutely my new favorite person on Twitter. Not Gabe anymore. It's Cactus Cards. See, don't buy Prism, buy Golf. I think it's to be a hot product. Spieth, Thomas, DJ, Reed, all rookies. Really, I don't know how golf cards work, but if they're rookies, you bet damn straight I'm buying them. I only collect Montana and Chiefs, and I don't collect to make money. I'm the same way, man. I have way too many cards here, but the cards that I collect, like, are mine. You know what? Here's my Bradley Chubb. I absolutely love this. I like these booklets. This one's out of 49. Or how about, you know what, this card might not mean anything and eBay might not tell me it's worth nothing. This is considered a one-touch in my house because of how beautiful it is to me. I love this card. This is what I collect. You know, you rip a box of stuff, you can go ahead and sell some of it to make your money back because, you know, you're going to buy more stuff, put it back into the hobby. So that way I can get this card to send to somebody. Or, you know, look, I just bought this Drew Lock off Jamie last week. Like, you know what? This is an awesome out of 15 eBay 101, which isn't a real thing. 15 out of 15 lock. So there you go. You buy it with money from stuff you sell out of buying blasters and shit. My LCS had retail Mosaic blasters at $80. Couldn't believe it. I made some money when I had all that Mosaic with some megas for less than that. Golf has a release since 2013. All the new guys. Okay, there you go, Garrett. Is it their first card or their rookie card? Because you can go the same way with like Bowman and Topps flagship. What's your first card? What's your rookie card? I don't know. But this turned into more of a chat than a rant. Maybe I can get back to ranting. How about this? Saw somebody today that said they bought a card on eBay and it said first class shipping $450 and it came in a plain white envelope. Well, technically all you need to be first class shipping is a stamp that says first class, but that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. You can if you're paying $4.50, you absolutely expect bubble mailer or tracking, and you shouldn't even have to ask either. Like, it's just automatic. That's bad. Leave them negative feedback or a comment on them and tell them, that way other people won't fall for the same shit. Because you charge $4.50 and you get a PWE, get the fuck out of here. Like, why? Absolutely not. I want my $3 back. Is what I want. Not even because I need $3. What am I use $3 on? Buy a white monster at Sunoco on my way to work, because that's what I did today, because I'm super tired because I worked till 3 a.m. last night. But it's the principle of it, is that you're going to charge me $4.50 for shipping and then put a $70 stamp on something in an envelope and a top loader and just go about your day. That's how you rip people off. You just take $3 from them every single transaction. If I can do 100 transactions and take $3 from you every single time, I just made $300 by being a dickhead. I'm an asshole. Like, no, absolutely not. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. And breakers. I've seen breakers. Well, I haven't experienced it, but people, because I ask, hey, who's got, comments, who's got topics to talk about, who ship you cards plain white envelope. If I or no, oh, here's one. Here's one. Somebody DM me a tweet that had, here's the price of my break plus shipping. Why would you not just be like, here's the price of my break and then include that shipping? So, okay, I got $30 per break and then $4 for shipping. Why would you not just be like $40 per team, $34 per team? Like, what's the point? And okay, it's $30 and then $4 for shipping. Like, that's literally just saying $34. Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, Justin, you're the guy I was talking about. You got plain white envelope cards from a breaker. Like, I am never breaking with you. If I'm paying into your break, I expect my cards shipped. I expect them shipped well. And even like NL City cards, that's my dude Nick. He does $7, $8 breaks for single boxes and stuff, and he's still one of the best shippers in the game. He sends it immaculate every time. Like, if you know him, if you're in his group and stuff, you hold your cards as long as you want, and then he'll print out whatever your shipping is later, and you pay it. Or you pay like $4 for shipping at checkout, and then he ships it like within 2 days, because all he does is sort cards, break, life. Like, I don't know if the dude even sleeps, because he's an animal. Like, he's just one of the nicest human beings around. And also, it's $3 for shipping. It's incredible. And he gets them out to you, and it comes perfectly. And Garrett, Nick, Eloy, and Zach Finn, I believe it is, are just the absolute best when it comes to shipping. Out like the next day, wrapped perfectly, never had a damaged card, comes beautiful in it's not in a gold bubble mail or anything. The cards don't come in a koozie or anything like I ship out, but they come and they get to you fine. Tyler says, I got a Higgins Rigby show from eBay itself in a bubble mailer, no sleeve. You know what? This is a Jordan Love, AJ Dillon. I really thought this was my Higgins, because it might have been you, Michael, or B-Pats or someone in the show the 2 Sundays ago. I got to figure out who it was. Wanted to buy that Higgins. I opened up a T. Higgins sweater patch card, and somebody made a comment that they wanted it, so I set it aside. And for the life of me, cannot remember who it was. Yeah, it was you. All right, great. So I got that card sitting here in my pile over here. Well, I just whatever you want to do with it, I'll take care of it. For Big Cat, DM me his information and I'll get it sent. Wednesday is usually my shipping day, but I don't have a babysitter this week, so I got to figure out what I'm gonna do for shipping this week. But back to we're getting called out, breakers for not pulling fire and breakers for not shipping cards. But breakers are just awesome. Like, the top loaders is a great breaker that I've braked with that I've used. Eloy, the Goats card breaks. Really like NL City cards. All right, you're GMW 83. I think we follow each other, but I honestly have no idea. Like, I'm just so inside my own head right now for just this chat right now. So we'll get after it. Got a big stack of Broncos going out tomorrow. Got base lock cards. I still have your package sitting somewhere here, Garrett, right here. Here's one of your many that's coming out. So you can see your Merrifield star sitting on top. Now, I just got to find time to ship. Maybe I'll stay up to like 4 a.m. tonight and ship out, but I got to be up at 6:30 with the kids because Becky's got to work. We've got no babysitter. But yeah, if you guys know great breakers, let me know. I'd love to get in with some new ones. I've never broke with Ben Midwest Box Breaks, but I hear a lot of people like that guy. The Houdini dude, I heard he's kind of a dick. I've never broke with him either, but I heard people don't like him. Snodzilla Breaks, Michael's giving them a shout out, so I'll just give them one too. Say it's good. You take care of you. You'll be here. Ain't going nowhere. Papillon, whatever that dude's name is. That guy is awesome too. I've never broken with him, but I see him doing a lot of good things in the hobby. Like, how about this dude? All right, the bleed guy. He was the Daniel Jones guy. Now he's the Darius Slayton guy. And he's like, hey, we got this card. We got to get it to him. Raise some money. Just like in 10 minutes, boom, shipped him the card. Unbelievable. I did that like 3 times last week. And I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's difficult. Guy just did it in like a minute and a half because he's awesome. I like that guy. That guy's awesome. But also, yeah. How many times last week were people drugged through the mud without knowing the full story? Like the dude with the Seattle cards. He literally bought cards for a charity, was selling them to make profit to give more money back to the charity, and people are telling me he's an asshole, like without knowing the whole story. And then the other guy with the purple card, Laura or something like that, he got sent the wrong card by a breaker, and apparently he posted it saying like it's the best card in his stack or something. Maybe he didn't even know it was the wrong card. You know how many mail days I get? How many mail days do you get a week? Yak and Bass, I see you posting mail days all the time. Do you remember every single one that you bought or that should be yours or shouldn't be yours? I have no idea what should be mine and what shouldn't be mine. I just assume if it came here, it's mine. Maybe the guy was just fucking wrong. Like, it's possible to be wrong without being a dickhead. But yeah, it's stressful. Like, you try to say thank you to everybody, but people slip through the cracks. But to call somebody out like that, like, hey man, this is my card. Can you ship it back? Like, you fucked up and shipped it to me. I'm not going to go out of my way to ship it back to you on your timeline. But it's completely on the breaker. If I'm that breaker, and I know I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because that's a huge breaker, go buy another one online and fucking send it to him. It's not hard. Like, you know what? You screwed up. This dude should probably keep your card, and you should be sending this dude another card. Hey, I'm really sorry. Just go ahead and keep that. I'm going to send you another one and like $20 in break credit because I fucked everything up. But no, that's not how it went down. This dude was a dick. This dude was a dick. They dicked together. They had one big turd sandwich. And that's how it went down. And you're talking about getting away from drama. That's one I stayed away from because I had no dog, no pony in that race. But it's just stupid. It's just dragging people through the mud for no good reason. Like, if someone tries to drag my name through the mud, call me a scammer. The one thing with Ben from Midwest Box Breaks, we had this discussion, but then somebody called him a scammer. He is absolutely not a scammer. But I would take a complete exception to it if someone called me that, just like he did. And he should. He's a good dude. He's trying to do good things. We disagree on a couple things, but that's all right. We're human adults who have conversations and can talk to each other about those conversations and still disagree and just move on with our lives. It's not a big deal. But to call someone a scammer, a liar, to get their reputation, your reputation is who you are. Like, my name's Chris. I hide behind gold line cards. I don't hide behind anything. Here's my face. Most of you probably know where I live, but I try to keep it quiet because I got kids, I got a wife, I've got a family, I've got a career. I don't want to screw that up, but I'm not hiding behind anything. I'm gold line cards for a reason. All of you know what that reason is, and that's so important to me. I got it tattooed on my leg. That's how important it is to me. But I'm not some moniker and hiding behind something to talk shit on the internet. Like, if I have something to say, I'm going to talk to you like an adult about it. But to call me a scammer, a liar, like, my rep is what I have. I have my rep. I have my name. I have gold line cards, and I'm damn proud of what gold line cards is and what it stands for. You want to fight me? I will Chuck Norris your ass. Screw you. I use my kid to get. Oh, and Garrett doesn't even adopt kids. Parker doesn't even exist. He photoshops him into pictures. Jay's a figment of your imagination that he just made up in a story. I'm writing a child's book about a collector, and I don't want to share it with everybody because I know Justin's going to steal my idea because he's a dickhead. No, I'm just kidding, Justin. Your name popped up first. But yeah, I was telling Garrett about my story. So one of the kids' name was Jay. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just going to pretend I got a kid named Jay. I'm going to pretend to adopt him. So everybody sends me Patrick Mahomes cards. I'm going to get in the newspaper and on TV and got to lie to it. Like, no. People have called out Garrett so many times and drug him through the mud, and he still stands tall with his chest out and his chin up because he's the fucking man. That's why, because he's got heart, he's got integrity, he's honest, and the people that know he is, and those are the people that matter. The people that don't matter are the people who call you a liar, the people who, not even gonna lie, dude, it hurts your feelings. I know it does. It hurts my feelings when I see it, and I'm not even you, so it must just crush you to be considered a fraud because your kid just happens to like Patrick Mahomes, who just happens to be the best player in the league. Yeah, like I get it. I don't use my kid, but Claire likes Jesse Winker. None of you would probably know who Jesse Winker was if you didn't know that Claire liked him. He's the DH and the backup left fielder for the Reds, and she just loves him. And this week, the Bearded Baptist wife, Anna, knew that we were going for the rainbow. She sent us the orange one, which I couldn't find for years. Opened it up today. She was crying. She was so excited. So we're 3 away from it now. But there are good people. Do not drag someone's name through the mud without knowing anything about them. There's times where I haven't gotten along with Eloy. There's times I haven't gotten along with Garrett. There's times I haven't gotten along with Jimmy Guns. There's times I haven't gotten along with this person or that person, but never am I going to drag their name through the mud. These are good people who are doing good things. Jimmy Guns give back so much money during his gun show. Whether you like him or you don't, he is good for the hobby. Ivan, watch the breaks. You like him or you don't, he is good for the hobby. I mean, someone put something out there today. Don't take financial advice from people on Twitter. And I was like, I know people get paid money to do that. Like, hi, I have a finance degree. I've got an MBA. I can get paid to give you financial advice. That's kind of what he does for his life. And he made the comment like, oh, damn, because that's kind of what he does. Ivan kind of tells you different ins and outs of the hobby that you may not know because he knows the ins and outs of the finance world. He knows the ins and outs of the hobby. He knows people that we wish we knew. Like, I'm totally fanboying on him right now because he's been DMing me like every day for 2 weeks and we're becoming friends, and it's awesome. But he's good for the hobby. Eloy is good for the hobby. Do you remember when they put together the Hobby Palooza because we couldn't have the National? Like, all of those people gave up their time, gave up their energy, gave up free cards. Garrett, I know you were in the free cards break. I was in the free cards break too with Eloy. The Brody the Kid was in there. I can't remember. Buck City Breaks, I believe, was in there. All these amazing hobby people just getting together to give back to the community. And that's awesome. It's amazing. So whether you get along with somebody, you don't, there are people that are good for the hobby. I'd like to think that I'm good for the hobby. Yak and Bass, you are absolutely good for the hobby. Can't tell me how many times you show up on my timeline of people saying how awesome you are, all these card giveaways you do, and all this stuff you do for the hobby. Justin, I talk to you literally like every single day about, different life things that I won't bring up because I'm not sure how private you are and what you want me to share or not, but we're friends, man. And Michael, you start watching my stuff, and I appreciate you jumping in here. And I watch your stuff. I'm starting to, we're starting this engagement relationship. And I'm not sure if Tyler's still watching or not, but every Saturday he sends me a picture of his Irish shoes, and I send a picture of mine. That's our things. We wear our same shoes every Saturday because it's good luck. I wear my green Jordan 1s. He wears his Under Armour Irish, and we chat the entire game. Oh man, I can't believe Book overthrew him. Dude, too many fumbles. Like, the relationships you make are what makes this happen. I don't even know how the hell we got started talking on this. Is dragging your name through the mud. I won't stand for it. If I see any of you getting your name dragged through the mud, I will stand up for you 100% because that's bullshit. I will stand up. I will put my name out there, and I will take on the drama because you're good people. And good people don't deserve that. The video of Claire opened the negative refractor in the Bearded Baptist card yesterday. That's what makes the hobby. Yeah, man. And I took that video just to show you, Garrett, too. Like, I try not to post a lot of stuff with her. I didn't before because I wanted to have her consent before I put her on anything. And now she just ran away with this YouTube stuff. But she's probably got like 40 autographs of Winker. We almost have the rainbow. We've got a Winker autograph ball. Like, you have no idea. If you don't have kids, like, the moment they open up the card and they see the Winker, if you're not friends with the Bearded Baptist, I'm not going to say their names and stuff because they're very private people, but saw the video of his daughter opening a Freddie Freeman. Like, I don't even know if it was like a good card or a base or what it was, but it was a Freddie Freeman. And she just asked, like, "Mommy, is this Freddie?" Yeah. And like, "Oh my God, it's a Freddie." So, like, you could take 3 minutes out of your life to send a 50-cent card to a kid to make their life better, or you can go buy like half a Starburst at Walmart. Like, what option are you choosing here? Like, you could probably take the change out that you find under your couch, some cards that are probably on the desk you're sitting at right now, find a kid on Twitter and just send them a card to make their day. And I'm not saying this, you'll send my kid cards. I'm almost overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that is sent to me. Like, I was talking to Garrett earlier. He's like, "Yeah, man, I got your Christmas package coming up." Like 10 people have DM'd me like, "Hey, what are your kids like? What can we get them stuff for Christmas?" Like, yeah, but like, I can't reciprocate to 15 people to get you guys stuff. Like, I would love that. It's really cool you thought of me and thought of my family, but it's so overwhelming at the same time that it's like pressure. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when is enough enough? It's a ton of pressure, and I absolutely love it, but I hate it at the same time. It's such a thin line. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. To speak on that, you told Papillon not to send a few Colt cards I got in a break, and he sent them out for more of the boys, and they were stoked. I mean, that's how it is. And your boys are older than my kids. Like, Cooper's 19 months. So someone sent him some Cooper Cup cards. Like, "Hey, did your son like the cards?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, he's 19 months old, man. I don't know. I think so. Like, they're going in his PC. I can tell you that. And he'll like them probably when he chooses to like this or not, which I think he does because we give him base cards and he loves them. And we're doing Claire cards tomorrow. We're going to try Cooper cards for the first time the second time. The first time he just ate the paint and got a bunch of blue paint in his hair. How did Claire start liking Jesse Winker? Very first pack of cards Claire ever opened. Oh, I'm not even talking about you, man. You're a friend. It's not the friends. It's not the friends I'm worried about. It's like the random ass people. Like, I talk to you all the time, and this picture you're drawing is like the most amazing thing. Like, that is so sentimental and touching to me. Like, that means something. That's meaningful. I'm absolutely not talking about you. I'm talking about like random people that I don't converse with, that I don't talk to, that I'm not in chat groups with, that don't support me, that I don't support them back. It's just like, it's the randomness. But okay, so back to how did she'll be 5 in January. Her very first pack of cards she ever opened was Prism Basketball. Sitting on top was a Zion Williamson. Her very first card she ever opened. So that's up in her room. So she knows Daddy likes the Reds. We took her some Reds game and stuff. And very first Reds card she got, I don't think I got one sitting around here, is the Winker 2020 base where he's in all white. He's jumping up against the wall. Just absolutely loved how it looked. And so she's like, "I love Jesse Winker." Like, Jesse Winker this, Jesse Winker that. Everything from then on was Jesse Winker, Jesse Winker, Jesse Winker. Eloy, man, you got a ton of shout outs in here tonight. We were talking about the price of the prisms, how you're one of the best shippers in the game, and how just shit, man. It's getting ugly over here. But yeah, so with Claire, she just started loving Jesse Winker, and then it started snowballing because at the time, this was before Jesse Winker started hitting like 350, and people started telling me I'm a bad dad because I won't spend $50 to buy her a fucking piece of shit Bowman card from like 2017 when he's in the minor leagues. So yeah, I'm a bad dad because I won't buy my kid a card. Fuck off. But no, that's stupid. So I say too many bad words. I really gotta stop. But yeah, that's why she started liking Winker. And then all of a sudden, people just started sending her Winker cards because they had a bunch of them sitting at home, never heard of them before. And it's like, hey, I got a stack of 10 Winkers sitting here. that I can send to a little girl, because let's be honest, there's not a lot of little girl collectors out there. And a big part of that is Sue and Patty, who sent Claire and Cooper like they're like almost first PC cards ever, because they think it's so important for female collectors to enjoy it, because they are strong women and strong role models for my daughter. And I absolutely love those two. They're just the best. But yeah, after that, the winkers just started coming in. And when you get a winker card, like I've said before, Old Town Cards JB sent her like 12 and wrote her a note saying have a tea party. So we're upstairs having a tea party with 12 Jesse Winker cards. How cool is that? So the Larkin binder guy, Cody, he sends her an autographed baseball, and it's snowballed from there. So she opened that Zion, and she opened the Winker and just loved the card, and that's how she started liking Winker. But getting it into did I find WNBA Prism yet? Yes, I did. Hopefully we open that on Sunday for our show. I got to push it back again. Coffee and Cards going to be picnic at PAX again. Like I got to work like every Sunday morning the rest of the year. Somebody quit. Overtime's open. Holidays are coming up. Extra money. You know how it goes, dude. It's capitalism. But why do we care so much? Like all these things I've talked tonight about, you can obviously tell that I'm so passionate about. But yeah, Yak and Bass with the WNBA Prism. Somebody literally, I made that comment and somebody retweeted it. Someone I don't even know that I'd never got in before or interacted with, just said, hey, I saw some at Walmart. I'm going in like a half hour. I'll check. Sent me a picture. Like I got these two in my cart, cost plus shipping. Yeah, it was like $48 for 2 blasters with shipping. Never talked to this person in my life before. Like the kindness, blown away. And they said that they had a daughter and they thought it was important for them to open boxes too. Like it is so important for girls to open this product. And talking to one of my buddies, he said they had like USA softball, and I completely missed that. There's the wrestling cards. I got Alexis Bliss over there that's autoed actually by her because she's from here. And she happens to be best friends with like one of my good friends' wives. But that's the thing for something else. But I'm guilty of it just as much as anyone is. Why do we care so much? And it goes back to everything we've talked about today. Why do I care that you're going to sell your prison box for $1,200? You're buying it for 2. Why do I care? Because I do. Why do I care that you're being a dick to somebody else on Twitter? Because I do. Because I care. And I'm overwhelmed almost by how much I freaking care. Like, why do I care that I got to go out of my way to tell Eloy that I really loved his show this week and opening up those Phoenix cards and then just doing the raffle just like that? That was awesome, and I loved it. Why do I care that I got to tell Chris that, he gave me a website to go buy my dad some vintage cards for his birthday? I just do. Why do I care that breakers don't send their cards to everybody? I just do. Why do I care that I got ripped off for $3 on PWEs? I just do. Like, so do you. Like, why do we care? Because we're human beings. We're not robots. We just care. And Eloy, I'm glad you're here because you might be the only person that can answer this next question. What happens if you're in the middle of your show and you got to take a huge shit? I mean, you went to Taco Bell, your cheesy gordita crunch just ain't agreeing with you. I mean, I see some of these breakers who are going for hours and hours. And I see you get up, hey, I'm going to use the restroom. You're going for like 30 seconds, you go take a pee or whatever. But I've never seen anybody get up and just drop some serious deuce and they're gone for like 20 minutes. Like, oh, bro, I got some serious White Castle, going on. Like, that's never happened to you before. Like, has anybody seen it happen? Because it's got to. Like, I came home from work tonight and I had to go to the bathroom. Like, I got to take a pregame dump. Like, it's like baseball in high school. You got to take the pregame deuce. When I go to work, I got to take the pre-work deuce because I don't like going at work. But what happens? Like, what happens if you're in the middle of a break? You're like, oh, I got these cards. This is a really nice Lewis Robert. It's a real, oh shit, I gotta go. Hold on a second, everybody. And you put the cards down. Everyone's like, yo, what's going on, man? Then they're talking here in the chat, like, oh, we're talking important questions. And I'm sitting over here, I'm Harry and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber, and the toilet's broken, or Dumb and Dumber 2. He's like, Bob Saget's like, there's shit everywhere. There's shit on the walls. There's shit on the floor. He's shit everywhere. Oh my God. Like, if you haven't seen that video, it is the funniest 37 seconds you will ever see. Bob Saget, because there's shit everywhere. But yeah, what happens if like you're like, okay, Buck City Breaks, they stream for like 8 hours, but they got like 3 people in there now. You can get up and go. We say Ben from Midwest Box Breaks just gonna take a huge deuce in the middle of his show. Maybe I'll DM him later and ask him. Well, maybe tomorrow because it's 12:30 and I gotta be up in 6 hours. But yeah, man, you just gonna be like, okay, you got Mookie Betts here, you got Yasmani Grandal, right in the middle of this break here is Christian McCaffrey, but I gotta go. I'll be right back because I gotta make it to the bathroom. Oh my God! At 9:25 where you're at, man, it's 12:25 in the morning. I gotta be up at 6:30. Like I said, I got no babysitter tomorrow because she's been exposed to COVID. And so I just can't take that chance. So we usually have one Wednesdays only, and that's it. But back to this. If you have one of these, are you a trusted member? No. Like, I'll take pictures of them. I love it when people take pictures of, like Tyler, when they went on vacation, him and his fiance just took pictures everywhere they went. We had a good little fun with it. And it was awesome. You can use these to coin your picture. Coin your picture, if you don't know, which all of you are been in the hobby forever, just proves that you have the card. And that's kind of the point of most of the coins. But then to have one that says you're trustworthy if you have, like, there's no gatekeeper, there's no police. Like, it's just shit. And that's all it is to it. And I know that was not the intention behind it. So, and I'll mention Ben a whole bunch. But if you do watch this, like, we've already had that conversation. I'm not talking bad about you. We've talked to him, and I'm not talking behind his back or anything. I do not agree with the trusted member thing, and that's not even how he intended it. So just need to say that, because you have good people doing good things, Koozie, does not mean you're a good person. It probably means that you're using this banana hammock right now. I like you, man. You're crazy, man, but I like you. You're crazy, man, but I like you. Doesn't mean you're a good person. It means you probably bought something from me, or you just asked for it, because somebody asked me for one like 2 weeks ago, and it messaged me today. It was like, hey, man, you send that Koozie to me yet? I'm like, nope, sorry, forgot. Shit happens. And we were talking about earlier at the PWEs and stuff, like, it slipped through the cracks. I'm very good at shipping, and one slipped through the cracks, and that was it. Let's get into 2009. Let's get into Claire's. Let's see if I got it right here real quick. 2 cards I want to show real quick, because she's going for that 2019 rainbow. Here's her first binder, by the way. But how hard is it to tell the freaking wave cards from the refractor? Now I'm going to show a green and a gold. I have 3 green waves. So I don't even know if you can see green wave. Oh, of course you can see perfectly in here the wave. And then the gold refractor. But if you got them next to each other and they're numbered out of the same, this was a poor choice with them being different colors, because you can obviously see the wave and the refractor. But, okay, so I have 3 green waves and no green refractors. I have 2 gold refractors and no gold wave. Like, when people ask, okay, what card do you need? I'm like, well, I know I need 1 orange, 1 red. Now I need a green, but which ones? So it's just, I got to figure it out. Why do they make them look the same and then be out of the same number? Like the blues are out of different numbers, but the blue wave and the blue refractor, they're out of different numbers. The greens, you could do the same thing. The golds, you could do the same thing. The orange, you could do the same thing. Like this dude on eBay, he was selling a red refractor. I have the red wave. I messaged him, said, hey, man, that looks a lot like the red wave. Can you send me another picture, please? I'm really interested in it if it's the refractor, but I got the wave. He takes a picture, goes, thanks for messaging me. That is the wave. You're right. So, hey, we're a minute 9 into it. I would have cut it off. We still have 13 people watching. So we'll keep at it for now with, you know, okay, so PSA turnaround. The fuck? So we shut down for COVID. What colors does Claire still need? She needs one orange, one red, one gold, and the one of one, but I'm not exactly sure if it's the refractor or the wave. I tried to ask Becky tonight because one of them was available on eBay, but she's like, Claire's asleep, and we didn't have any pictures of it. So I'll have to figure that out tomorrow because I bought some dupes. Like I had 2 gold refractors, so I need a gold wave. Damn it. Maybe the Bearded Baptist could tell you. I'm pretty sure we have the orange refractor because that's what Anna bought, and we need the orange wave. Okay, I can tell you we need the green refractor because I have 3 green waves. I have the red wave, so I need the red refractor, and I need the orange wave, and then the 101. So there it is. But with the PSA turnarounds, okay, I sent a shipment in, and it's all good. We all think Becky. Hey, Becky has shown up on Sunday mornings, Eloy. If you just get up and get out of bed in time to see the show. Cooper, I think Cooper's going to make his debut this week. We got something in the mix to have Cooper make his not just an appearance show, but to actually be on this week. So that might be super cool because we've talked about it plenty of times. It's not even my show anymore. I really wanted to have a coffee and card show where I opened stuff and talked, coffee and cards, and it was my thing. And it really turned into the Claire show where I'm just there because everybody loves her. She's the best and she's entertaining, and that's how it is. But so how many cards is PSA grading a day? By their calculations, over 6,000. So we all know it's subjective, and I've talked about it many times. Like you got laid last night, everybody's getting a 10. You got cock blocked, everybody's getting an 8. Fuck off. Like that's just how it is. I can send in two cards, 2 different days. You're in a good mood. This day getting a 10. This day mood, you're getting a 9. Like it's subjective. It's human nature. Like until it goes computerized and automated, everything is subjective. You can like SGC, you can like GMA, you can like BGS, you can like PSA, whatever. But it is absolutely subjective. Like I don't got my lock sitting around, but I have a Drew Lock 9.5 that I even tweeted about, and I was going to bring it back up. Where the corners are absolutely just done for. Like, no way is this card a 9.5. And I'm not mad that I bought it because it's a PC item. It's an SGC. I got it for like $20 from a friend, a Bronco collector. And it's beautiful. I love the slab, but no way is it a 9.5. Like, if I send a PSA, it's probably like a 7. It's off-centered. The edges are bad. But it's subjective. And so with, say they're going 6,000 a day, they're backed up. How many cards are sitting at I showed that Sunday. How many cards are sitting at PSA right now? Like what are the population numbers gonna be? I got a couple Ozzy Albies 9s over here with populations of 4. I had my Nick Senzel that I found out was mislabeled yesterday. That's got to be a pop 1. I have 2 or 3 Senzels that are pop 1s. But do we need new population numbers for cards because how many are just sitting there right now? If you look it up, someone, I think it was the Trout Farm posted, there were like a couple thousand, 2020 base Trouts there. Like, why? Why are you grading a base 2020 Trout? Like, why? Like, I got the short print out of the update. Yeah, that's going right to PSA. I'm grading that one. It's a short print. Or like numbered cards now. I've got a base Mahomes PSA for 10s out of rookie card, or what year, Garrett? So I got a Lewis Robert 99 out of 99 from Bowman Platinum. Absolutely going to grading. And before, I wouldn't have thought about it because Michael, out of 99, like what's going to make it better? Okay, well, a bunch of people are going to have Lewis Robert Bowman Platinums, and the population number is going to be in the thousands. But out of 99, guess what? It can't be higher than 99. How many people are going to send them in? How many are going to get 10s? Mine looks like a 9 because it's got a soft corner, but it might slip by if the dude got laid the night before, or the lady got some Starbucks that somebody bought for her in front of her, and she was part of that game where, I'll buy it for the person behind me. I'll buy it for the person behind me. No, fuck them. They got a $60 order. They're paying for themselves. But yeah, I mean, the population numbers are just going to skyrocket. I had another order going in next week. I'm sending in a ton of Gavin Lux, Trent Grisham, and Lewis Roberts. But it's the Series 2. Can I make a video on how to identify 9, 10, 9, 8? I am by no means a professional. But Gabe, if you want that, like Saturday, I can sit down and I got a little tool I use and stuff that I go over cards with, and I'd be happy to make a video of my personal way that I identify cards. And that's just me. But like I said, I'm not a professional. I just play one on TV, or your YouTube channels, whatever you're watching me on. But I'd be happy to walk you through my distinctions of what I feel I'm going to send in for a grade or not. If I don't think it's going to get a 9 or 10, I'm not sending it in. Just like I had a Zion optic that I bought. I had a couple of them. There's 2 of them. That's enough about my little tool. Hey, man, it's the motion in the ocean that gets the job done, buddy. It's the motion in the ocean. With that mustache, I must ask you a question. How's your stash coming in, Eloy? Eloy's he's part of the squad with the Movember team. But we talked earlier about, like Eloy, he's one of the influencers in the hobby, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, you're the first person, K-Dub was my first hobby friend, but you have helped me so much along this journey. Doing the auctions, you were in my first auction. You told me how to, do my video last night with Matt Costello and Che. Like, you're an influencer, whether you want to believe it or not. You are good for the hobby. Like, Jimmy Guns, he's an influencer in this hobby. Like, he did a 6-minute mail day earlier, and he had more views than my interview with Matt Costello yesterday, which was an hour and a half long, just pure Twitter gold or YouTube gold. And his 6 minutes of opening mail days had more views. I get it, an hour and a half, super long. I don't expect anybody to watch. If you're not watching live, why in the hell would you just sit and watch me for an hour and a half talk about nonsense? Like K-Dub said, he'll check in tomorrow because his topics he wanted me to talk about, I let off with before he got on here. But, Ivan, watch the breaks. He is absolutely an influencer in this hobby. Yeah, people don't have long attention spans. Like the average video should be that you upload should be like 12 minutes or something like that. But if I'm going live, as long as I got like 11 people on here, like I'm still going to keep talking to you guys because I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying this. So, eventually, the object is obviously to get your numbers over 1,000, to get your viewership up, to get your minutes up, to start making money on YouTube. And Eloy, I don't know if you were making money. I'm sure you are, but you're getting some kickbacks from people watching your stuff. And so if you have X amount of people who are watching for X amount of minutes, you have X amount of subscribers, YouTube starts kicking in with that ad money. And that kind of what we're here for, is to make good content, but also, yeah, like I want 1,000 subscribers. Not going to lie. I even said on Twitter today, hey, I had like 98. I'm up to 120 now. If I get to 300 by end of 2020, I'm giving away Acuna PSA 10. If I got up to 500, it was another card. If I got to 1,000, I'd give away either a Soto or a Bellinger, PSA 10, the flagship. If I got to 1,000 YouTube subs by the end of the year, like that's the goal. Like, I want to create content, I want to connect with people, and I want to grow. And that's how it works, is you want to monetize everything you do. Like this fleet stuff on Twitter, people are going to hate it, but you know who's going to love it? Is the people who are trying to sell, who are trying to promote themselves. And at the moment, that's kind of what I'm doing here, right? I mean, that's it. And so, good or bad, there's like dick riders out there too. Like, I'm never going to be a dick rider. Like, I like Ivan, and I just told you guys earlier, like, he's been DMing me lately, and we've been talking. I'm like fanboying over him, but absolutely at no time am I ever like have a clash with them. We've had many times where we disagreed about things. Or Eloy, if I don't like something you're doing, I'm gonna let you know. Or Jimmy Guns, I've told him some things that I don't like him doing. Or Ben from Midwest Box Breaks, we had a complete disagreement about his coin thing. And absolutely at no time am I ever going to be like, oh my God, you're so great, I got to follow you, I can't believe it. Like, when he followed me, I made a joke that, okay, Buck City Breaks Ben Baller and Watch the Breaks follow me in 1 week. Like, where's my blue check mark? Like, I'm next, right? Where's my blue check mark? I'm cool. I'm somebody. I'm internet famous. Somebody knows my name. I got DM'd by the day too by somebody like, hey, Chris, how's it going? I'm like, who the fuck are you and how do you know my name's Chris? Oh, wait, because I put it out there because I don't hide behind my moniker. But, and you guys do realize that like Ivan is an eBay affiliate, like the card purchaser. He's good for the hobby too, and he's an influencer. He's an eBay affiliate, a Fanatics affiliate. So if they post those things, say, I wonder what this card's going to sell for. You click on it, you buy that card, they get 3% because that's what the promoted listings are. So if you sell something on eBay, say, I'm going to sell Mookie here on eBay. I'm going to pay that extra like $1 to make it a promoted sale. They find these cards, they promote them, and it gets sold through their promotion. They get that $1. Like, that's how that works. Sign up for the program. It's not hard. You can start promoting stuff too. I'm telling the secrets I'm not supposed to tell. Oh my God. Oh no. So you see them with the Fanatics that they're posting up there. You know what? I bet that they went ahead and got what they wanted before they posted the links. But if you're buying stuff from their links directly, they're taking like 3% of that money every time. So you can see people with Amazon affiliates, Fanatics, Fans Edge, eBay, definitely. And good for them. Like, I kind of want to do it. I just got to figure it out. Like next year in January when I have time, I'm going to figure that shit out. Because like I told you guys, life changes for me in January. I'm going to first shift. Becky's starting full time. And just the thing, I'm going to have more time to do stuff. I mean, it's 12:30 in the morning, 12:41. I got to be up in 6 hours because I'm choosing to do this with you guys instead of sleep because I'm enjoying the hell out of this. And I hope you are too. Uncle Ricky said 5 or less, RIP. I don't know what that means. You're having fun, Gabe? Good. Me too, man. I hope you guys don't take this too seriously. It's like grinds my gears. I get into some topics that piss me off, or not. That's not even the right word. The annoyances. But lately, they've been more like conversations of things. And what would you do? Things that make me mad. A lot of interaction with you guys. I have fun. My mom tells me I'm funny. Like I should do stand-up comedy, but I got this weird mustache growing on my face, so I can't get up there. Plus my Tourette's. You see me do this all the time. Like it is so much courage for me to actually just get up here and even do this. You have no idea. Like I'm just full of anxiety. And it's so cool that not one of you even gives a fuck. Like none of you care. And that's awesome that you're just so accepting. You know how much I've been bullied in my life? I didn't even go to school in the 4th grade because all I did was cry because other kids are assholes. Like I get bullied at work because I sniff. You probably heard me do that a ton of times. I can't help it. I have Tourette syndrome. I don't go fuck, shit, ass, whatever. But it's just me. And this is just me out here being who I am and being accepted by you guys. And I love you for it. Next idea. Where do we you know what? Boom. Garrett's got it. Bring your comments next week. What are we thankful for in the hobby? As shitty as 2020 has been, what has been the good parts of the hobby? I know last week I did a hobby love for me. Let's do an interactive what we love about the hobby. If we can all download the StreamYard, we can get different people on here talking about it too. So I know Eloy hooked me up with it. If you don't know what StreamYard is, just go make an account and I can bring you in live. We'll do that next week and we'll try to get all of you in here. Tell them what you're thankful for in the hobby. Like that's a great idea. Crazy home moms just say stuff not true to make their sons feel good. My mom's awesome. You talk to her like that again, I want to stick a soldering iron in your face. Like it's wrong tone. You're talking to me in the wrong tone. You're talking to me like that again. I'll stick a soldering iron in your face. Christopher Walken. You're in? All right, great, man. It sounds good. But yeah, we talked about it before. Need subs to monetize YouTube. And I've never been shy about my intentions is to make acquaintances, engage people, and to share my content. And I want to share it with as many people as I can. And that comes with, as bad as it says, Fruit Loops. You know what, dude? Those are dog bones and cat treats. But you see that yellow rose right there? That rose has been sitting there since my grandma passed away about 10 years ago on my fridge upside down. That is a 10-year-old rose. She happened to, and Claire was born on the day that my grandma passed away. So she was, and Becky's mom had just passed from a massive stroke while Becky was pregnant. So she was very close to becoming Victoria Deborah. I can't get into the story. We start to cry, but yeah, man, making money on YouTube, promoting yourself, like making the brand. That's 2021 for me. I'm gonna have more time. I got the wife to help me out. She's all about this. If you don't know Becky, she's Mrs. Rebecca K on Twitter. A lot of you guys have interacted with her, know her. Eloy thinks she's a figment of my imagination, but she loves ripping cards. She PCs. I remember in her background. She PCs Joey Votto and Yasiel Puig in Reds uniform. Sue and Patty send her all kinds of stuff in there. One more thing, two more things before I get off here, because yeah, dude, Garrett, Becky will be happy to talk to your wife about loving this hobby. But two more things before I jump off here is hijacking threads. I know. Oh yeah, Emmanuel Sanders, definitely. I actually have I used to talk with Emmanuel on Twitter, and my dude Devontae Harris, like the Wichita kid, such a good human being, just got released by the Broncos today. And guy literally sent me like his gloves from a game, an autographed jersey, says, "To Chris, my guy, thanks for all the support." Because he had a great game versus the Browns last year, and I just jumped on the bandwagon. And he got released by the Broncos today. And all he does is say, God's got a plan. I'm good. He said, I'm Gucci, which I'm too old to know what that means. But dude, Yasiel Puig fought the entire Pittsburgh Pirates. Like, he is the man. And then Amir Garrett did it a little bit later. Like, it's just incredible. But hijacking threads and conversations. I know I came right back from Jimmy Guns. He had a pet peeves, and I'm like, bro, you got to get on my show with me and do like a dual thing. It's like everything you're saying is the same shit I say. He's got to mute his own threads. So last week I put up a thing and said, you guys have internet friends, or like internet best friends that you've never met before. My dumbass didn't make it a poll to say yes or no, because literally all I wanted was yes or no. That's my my first highest impressions besides my sales thread ever was that tweet. Only one of you assholes, and you're not even watching, mentioned me. It was Nicolicious33, which is absolutely my dude. Garrett, it's that guy in Chicago that you sent cards to. Only person who even mentioned me. Now, I'm not going to be like a 12-year-old high school girl and be like, oh my God, you didn't mention me. People don't like me. Oh my God, I'm the worst. But I thought it was so awesome of how many people, like, I didn't mute the thread because I wanted to see it of, oh, dude, you're my bro. Oh, I love you, bro. Oh, you're my sister. Oh, I love you. Oh my God, I can't wait to finally meet you one day. Like, it was truly heartwarming and awesome to see. My thread was hijacked, and other people are talking to other people in my thread, but I'm still tagged in it. Like I've shown many times on here. Look, Twitter. Let's see what it's going to do, if it's going to take me to a fleet or not, because I tried out this fleet stuff today. So if I want to respond, like to watch the breaks, this dude and somebody else, I can click. You can see my phone. I'm going to reply to them, right? I can click up there. Then I can unclick those people. So now I'm only replying to watch the breaks and not these three other people, which happens to be Fanatics, Brandon Blaney, and Panini. So only he gets my response. Like, it's not hard to do that. It's not. But I get it. It's easier just to involve everybody. So like these mustache things we got going on. Eloy, like, do you have 50 notifications a day from it? Yeah, but to me, that's super cool because you see the picture of me and my dad together, or my dad doesn't know how to use Twitter, so I've been retweeting his stuff. Like, he's got a serious gray stash. He tells me, I got to color it. Yeah, Dad, you and your gray hair with this black mustache, you're going to roll up some cigarettes again with your GTO and go racing around your, $1 million neighborhood in your Mercedes now? I mean, come on, bro. But hijacking threads, the mute button, and the friends on Twitter, like Garrett was saying, what's up, broski? A little late to the party tonight, but I appreciate you being here anyways. We're an hour and 29 minutes in, but hey, better late than never. My hobby is Freddie Mercury. Now it reminds me of that Mr. Burns episode where he's the alien. He's like, you sound like uh a mixture of Fergie and Jesus. And he looks so great, dude. He looks like Sasquatch, man. Like my mustache right now was probably Javi's mustache on day 2. Like he's probably even trimmed it by now. Like that dude is he's I don't know him very well, but he seems like an exceptional human being. But hijacking threads, just don't do it. You can easily click off somebody. But big news going forward. I know like employee 84 was doing the celiac disease thing where he sent a card a day. I'm gonna try to do that next year, a base card or something a day, every single day, just Tourette syndrome. That's it, just Tourette syndrome in there. And send a card like this roulette stuff he's been doing. Like I really admire this guy, and I've never met him. And I'm totally pony riding right now. Like I said, I never would. I'm pony riding right now. So I just want to steal some ideas because he has so many good giveaways. But my guy, Nicolicious33, he's just, I don't want to talk about him a lot, but he's a younger collector, new to the hobby, just trying to start out. But he's really, really talented musician. And the videos I upload that aren't live, he actually made me like an upload song that he wrote, and it's awesome. So every Monday he's gonna start playing. It's Nicolicious33, Nicolicious 30. I'm not sure, but he's got a banana for his profile picture, and huge Broncos fan too. But he's gonna start playing his guitar 2 different songs, and the first person to guess 2 songs, I'm gonna send them PC cards. Plain white envelope, like 2 cards, plain white envelope. You like the A's, I'll send you this Mark McGuire and something else. I don't know. Just, stuff to help other people collect, to help him with his music, just to give stuff away. And I also want to do like employee 30 or 84 is doing with the celiac disease, but with the Tourette syndrome, because like you don't know how difficult this is for me to sit in front of you and do this when I'm the whole time. Like that's just killing me inside, but it's cool that none of you bring it up. But so, Sunday we'll be back with picnics and packs. Monday, every other Monday, Che and I are going to have our show. If you didn't catch out last night, we did an awesome show with Matt Costello, who works with Blake Jameson, Project 2020. And any other comments that you guys want to talk about that we haven't hit on tonight? You want to rant? Because I got through some stuff. Let's see. We got through the pictures of Walmart, the weird flex shit, the Twitter auctions, people posting bad deals on eBay. Like what response? What do you want from me? Like good for you. Awesome. Like cool story, bro. I don't know. We keep pretending things in the hobby are going to change. Like nothing changes. Eloy's still going to be the GOAT tomorrow. You're going to be the GOAT the next day. You'll be the GOAT the day after that. By the way, I use your box cutter every Sunday for my show, and I give you a shout out, and I really appreciate your shout out on your show. But Claire is deathly afraid of your goat from your logo, so I have to turn it around. She goes, "Daddy, goat's scary." I'm like, "But Eloy, of course she calls you Eloy. You got that thing going, but she's afraid of the goat, man. When's enough? We got the hobby prices down." eBay prices and the shipping scammers, all assholes. Prism distributors and prices. Eloy will tell you all about it. You can check out his feed. He knows. He's in the game. The retail market, you stop buying it, they'll stop doing it. But you know what? Nothing changes. We're not going to stop buying it. It's just how it is. Dragging people through the mud. You might not have been here, Eloy, but what if someone called you a scammer? What if someone called you a liar? What if you accidentally sent the wrong cards to somebody and you didn't make up for it? But I assume you would make up for it like that day because you're a good human being and you wouldn't drag someone through the mud. But yeah, like if my rep is Gold Line Cards, like I'm Chris, but like my cards is Gold Line. And if you think Gold Line is bad, if you think I'm bad for the hobby, if you think I'm a scammer, a liar, not trustworthy, what can I do better? Like that's what it is. Don't drag people through the mud if you don't know the full story. There's not 2 sides to a story. There's 4 or 5 sides to a story. And it's the internet. So it's a story they want you to know. It's like a biased newspaper. It's the story they want to tell. Okay, I used to write for Jerry Springer. I would take your story and write it how I want it because I'm a professional writer. It's what I went to school to do. So I would tell your story in my words. That's what they're doing. They're just saying this guy's a dickhead. No, this guy's a dickhead. No, let's do these moves. Like, just stop. Like, who cares? Like, then it's who cares? But why do I care? Obviously, I care because I'm talking about it. All the people with stashes are scammers. I am definitely not trustworthy with this on my face. I haven't even, wait, you know what? I take it back. I did donate $20 because somebody guessed what I was looking at or a number of fish or something someday. But, you know, I'm guilty of it too. Trusted member of koozies, PSA, influencers, affiliates. I mean, that's all I got. If no one else has anything, I'm going to try to calm myself down by eating some naan and some hummus and get my ass to bed because I got to be up in, 5.5 hours. Well, thank you for watching. For the most part, over 11 watchers the entire time. Like, I would have cut it off an hour ago had you guys not stayed around. I'm sure people have been in, people have been out because Buckeye Cardnut and Eloy joined late. I'm not even sure if Tyler's here anymore or Justin. They might be on, but I haven't seen them comment lately. But Yak and Bass was on here earlier, had a lot of great interactions. And just like always, you guys know that Gabe was in here. If you guys don't follow Cactus Cards, he might be like the new favorite person. Dude's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. I mean, because I mean, it's not a game. Kelly's here too. Man, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. We talking about practice. See, I know I'm supposed to be the franchise player and all that, but we're not talking about a game. Not the game that I pour my blood, my sweat, and my heart into. That I leave it out on the floor. Man, we talking about practice. Practice? And we talking about practice. And you know my t-shirt game's on point. So we got to get homage to make some gold line shirts. So maybe I'll put a feeler out there that if they made like 30 shirts, could I sell 30 shirts? Like, absolutely. Go back and watch the first half. Gabe, like, how cool is it that you sent a picture of me and Claire and my hat on, which it might be right here. Oh, I took it back upstairs because that's my special Shannon Sharp hat. Like, oh, look at this guy with this hat on. That's pretty cool. I had a horse hat on Sunday that Shannon Sharp sent. Like, that is like the coolest thing to me. So packing up stuff for Nicolicious. Actually, dude, if you need an address, let me know. That dude is awesome. He's a young collector trying to do good things. So I'm gonna get out of here, take some cold medicine, got a little stuffy nose, hit the head. Like, again, I tried saying that like 8 minutes ago, but I really am out this time. I appreciate you. I love you. Michael, get at me. I'm Goldline Cards at Twitter. I can't remember what you said your name was. I'll scroll back through and we'll work on getting that Higgins out to you because I got it sitting in a pile over here. All right. But that's all I got. So appreciate you. Peace and love. We out for the night. At least he wasn't the same hat Cam Wharton Newton wore. If you guys didn't see my hat, Gabe Cactus Cards got a picture of it on his Twitter. Go check it out. See it.